The Federal Bureau of Investigation in the United States is looking into an assassination attempt against former U.S. President Donald Trump. This happened at a rally in Pennsylvania yesterday. Let's now talk to international relations analyst Professor John Stremlau, and joins us now via our Zoom link. Thank you so much for your time, Prof. So I can imagine right now the entire campaign apparatus is rattled. What can we make of this attempt on Trump's life?
It's very, very early, and I've only just recently heard of the attempted assassination, and it's been over 50 years since Reagan was shot by a deranged young man, Hinckley, and it's even longer than that since Bobby Kennedy was assassinated. But there are too many guns in the American system. And this guy was leaning on a roof outside the rally, and he killed one person, innocent civilian, and our heart goes out to their family, and a couple of others were critically injured, and Trump was fortunately okay, I guess, as of last night at 9:20.
And Prof, how does this incident shift the dynamics of the election race right now? Because this is unimaginable.
It is unimaginable, and it will shake up the race. The early speculation about Trump being benefiting from this it seems to me to be premature, and also the impact on the Biden calls for him to step aside and give it to a younger generation will be scrambled by this event, and it's really for us to take a deep breath and remind ourselves that there is a cult around Donald Trump. There was going to be and there is going to be a Republican National Convention to nominate him this week in Milwaukee, and if he had been killed, God forbid, it would have left with really no Republican alternative, because it's all about Trump, and the Democrats, at least, and the South African government here is a diverse and multi-purposed organization that is the ANC now, and Jacob Zuma's MK party has gone nowhere, but it was very similar to the Trump Republican domination of that party. It's all about him.
And Prof, you actually just led me straight to my next question. I need to get a sense on whether will this help Trump gain momentum or hamper his election campaign?
Depends on who you talk to right now. So we really, it's a long way till November 5th, and I will watch this very carefully, of course, in the next few weeks. But there'll be an outpouring, and there is an outpouring of concern about the safety and well-being of Donald Trump and his family, and the innocent bystanders who were critically wounded or killed. It just is a reminder that there are too many guns in the U.S. system, and the Republicans have been for gun rights. And this is a surprise that the violence is against the Republicans and not against the Democrats, but because they're more militant. But we're going to have to see how this unfolds. It's going to impact on the election for sure, but we don't know quite how.
And let's look at Trump's prospects to try and exploit this whole incident. You know, this incident should again bring to the fore America's gun rights, as well as this is an opportunity for Trump to exploit this. Is this possible in any way?
All I can say is that when he was grazed on the ear, he fell down, but then got up and had his fist in the air and was very defiant. So it looks like Trump is still the same old macho man that he was that brought him to power in the first instance. And he's been abusive to candidates. Been quiet since the Joe Biden debate because Joe Biden performed so badly, and that's a sign of that he may be changing and becoming more political. But he was very abusive of Hillary Clinton in 2016, and has called the election that brought Joe Biden to power a rigged election, and I don't think he's going to change very much. He is defiant and a macho man that is appealing to his followers to make America great again. And I wonder when that America that is great again is going to be identified, because there's a darker side to American history that has been struggling to make democracy much more meaningful for all citizens. Country united in its diversity, as we say in the South African preamble to the Constitution. And South Africa is in many ways further along in that path.
And Prof, I want us to also zoom in as to what does this incident say about America's political intolerance?
That's a good question, because it does suggest that and I know that authoritarians like Vladimir Putin tend to say, look, I can bring stability, and the chaos of the democracy is not appealing. But the U.S. has been around since 1789, when its Constitution was passed, and since the Declaration of Independence in 1776 said that all people are created equal, at least an inherent right. It wasn't extended to all people then, but it is increasingly now. And America is becoming more like South Africa, a country united in its diversity. Let's hope that it continues.
And Prof, also we understand that James Comer has also reached out to the Secret Service Director for a briefing. Are we likely to see action now on Capitol Hill?
Well, Capitol Hill is paralyzed and dysfunctional, and it's been so. Maybe if Trump is defeated in 2024. The Republican Party will take stock of itself and reformulate itself to be more of a political instrument that is not dependent on one man, that is dominant of the party. That's where I started, and that's where I guess we should conclude, because there is a danger of a no man is above the law, but Trump thinks he is.
And Prof, to take it back to this incident, there's usually a reason why security, usually goes beyond the rally, and that's because of the country's history of violence as well. So are we likely to now see a shift in security? Are we likely to see maybe security being beefed up as campaigning intensifies over the next few months?
Well, this young man, Matthew Crooks, had an AR-15 semi-automatic, and it was lying on a roof. There was a division of labor in the Pennsylvania FBI and national security, state security police that were filling in for the security detail that Trump, as a former president, has with him. But it's a very small detail. And I think there will be some reassessment done. But again, to repeat what I said earlier, this is an unusual event in the course of American history, but there are too many guns. And the Republicans have been advocates of gun rights, much more so than the Democrats. and maybe there'll be a reassessment of that. But it's going to take political push, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. But it's early innings after this assassination attempt.
That's international relations analyst Professor John Stremlau joining us there on our Zoom link. Thank you so much indeed for your insights.